Hello everybody, welcome to you all. This is a reading for our fire signs. We're going to go Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and I'm going to throw Ophiuchus in there even though I know you're not actually a fire sign. And some people would argue that you're not actually a sign, but I'm going to go ahead and read for you anyway because you're my favorites, all right? Let's say a quick blessing. I will put the timestamps in the description box down below, all right? Holy Spirit, thank you for being with us here today and in every breath that we take. We ask that these messages be received by those who are meant to hear them. Amen. All righty, we're going to start with Aries. I think for Aries, we're going to use the Super Lunaris Tarot today. Oh, Aries. Such a perfect shuffle for such a perfect person, right? Whoops. Okay. Wow. Okay, so it feels like you actually need to speak up about something in your workplace. And I get the impression that you're afraid this is going to be kind of a stormy conversation, a difficult conversation. But I honestly believe that whatever this situation is, and I mean, it doesn't have to be at work, but I do have a workplace card that flew out here. It feels like whatever you have to say actually brings balance either to you or to the situation. And I do feel like you're coming from a place of truth and honesty. I really do. Oh, gosh. For some of you, sorry to be high drama there, but for some of you, it feels like you got a lot of swords on here, kids. That's Aquarius, Libra, Gemini energy. I don't know if you're dealing with someone with those zodiac signs, but it really just feels like the energy that you're embodying, to be honest. Whoever you are, you may be like at a tipping point or a breaking point in this situation where you're saying, if something doesn't change, I'm out. And I have to leave because I can't keep dealing with these circumstances or these issues continually. With this King of Swords energy, that's someone who can be in the legal field. You could be a professor. You could be an educator of some kind. Someone who's typically very good with their words. And I think you're kind of being pushed towards this point where you're like, I got to do something different. And the truth of the matter is you come from a place of love here, Aries. With this Ace of Cups, you got the Ace of Swords and the Ace of Cups out here. This is someone who's ready to tell the truth about something that's not always easy, but you are honest. You're honest. And isn't that the truth about y'all, right? But you do come from a place of love here. It's not because you're feeling vindictive or that you're trying to stir the pot or create drama in this situation. I really do feel like you're coming from a place of authenticity, and I think you've suppressed it long enough. You may work with children. I think this is someone who's saying, I need a change and I need it right away. Otherwise, you're going to see some negative qualities come out in me, or else you're going to see me exit stage right. You know that? And I think you sit and you worry about it. And I think you've waited to take action in this situation. But here's the deal with this Queen of Wands energy. That's your energy here, Aries. Woo! And there's the Emperor, also Aries energy, divine masculine energy as well. I think... I'm just going to say this. I feel like if these folks don't listen to what you have to say or they don't comply with your needs, I think you're going to take a hike. And I think that wherever you go next, you're going to be fine, because whoever you are the boss. Not just a boss, but the boss. All right. Let me get another deck out here to clarify. I'm going to use this Artist Inner Vision Tarot. I think you've been trying to avoid... I just see this. I think you've been trying to avoid like this catastrophic moment, either in your life or for everyone else involved here. I'm hearing the word whistleblower, but I don't think it's like in a negative way. I feel like somebody's going to have to blow this whistle, and it feels like it's you. Quite honestly, let me just read the cards, because I'm feeling... I'll take that. I'm going to take that. Aries, I feel like wherever you've been engaged in your career here, they may not have been paying you enough to do what you've been doing. And I think you've been doing it because you love whatever it is you do. Like, this is a labor of love for you. This is a career that you invest fully in, or a relationship that you invest fully in, but you haven't been getting your personal needs met, whether it's financially or emotionally. And I think that you've been digging deep, and I think that you have gone through your reserves, your emotional reserves and energetic reserves for so long that you are just depleted enough to say, listen, I'm going to have this one more conversation, and if something doesn't change, I'm out. Now, I'll tell you what, you're going to be fine no matter what. You've waited. Golly, I've got that Hanged Man energy. That's Pisces energy with this Seven of Pentacles, which is a very similar vibe. The Hanged Man waits until a moment of inspiration to cut themselves down. This is somebody who purposefully waits. They sit and wait until they see what they need to see, feel what they need to feel, experience what they need to experience. And this Seven of Pentacles was you deciding, I'm just going to wait and see if it gets better. Is it going to get better? Is anything here going to get better? Aries, let me just, before I say too much, because I'm having feelings coming up here. You got a lot of swords on here. Yep, this is exactly what I'm thinking. So for a lot of you, this is not where you need to be spending your time. And this is what I was feeling. And I know that I'm reading for somebody who's like, I feel like if I leave, I'm going to feel regretful. But I can tell you the truth here. Not everyone where you are has your best intentions. A lot of the folks that, you know how I was saying the word whistleblower? I don't think everyone supports your feelings. I don't think everyone's on the same page with you. And I see this whole scenario of you leaving this place and you starting a business or a practice of your own. And that's why I was like, let me just, because I would hate for somebody to like, first of all, don't ever take my advice. Always think about your gut instincts. Think about where your heart is leading you. And this isn't going to apply for every single Aries out there, right? So if this reading doesn't resonate for you, check your moon and your rising signs, all right? And look at a different reading or look at a different reader. This is for a very specific group of Aries. I feel like you are going to be better working for yourself. I feel like it's going to be difficult for you because you're afraid. You're afraid what's going to happen to me financially, what's going to happen to my security. But there is a real big part of you here, Aries, that I think is made for running your own situation, whatever that is. You may be very artistic. You may be very creative. Whoever you are, you're very physically attractive, very physically vibrant, very, very energetic. And everyone is just magnetized to you. It's like everybody probably says to you, whatever you're doing, I want you to send me the link because I want to be just like you. I want to eat whatever you're eating. I want to drink whatever you're drinking. Give me the Kool-Aid. Because something about you is pretty mesmerizing and a very big presence in your life and also the lives of other people around you. I think that's why you've been put in this position of excellence and power, because I have this King of Cups and this King of Swords and this Queen of Swords out here both. So whether you're male or female here, Aries, I just feel like there's this push for you to move out on your own. Now, I'm going to tell you, the cards that are coming out here, if you make that choice, I have this Ace of Pentacles and I have the Ten of Pentacles in addition to this Emperor energy and this Ten of Cups and this Death card, all right? And this Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands can be about a brand new, very passionate beginning. It can be just a very fiery trail that you're blazing, okay? And I feel like it has something to do with your creativity, your specific skill set, your gifts, your heart. Okay. I have this Death card, that's Scorpionic energy. You may wait until next fall to make these changes, But this can also be just a transition for you in your life where you have to let something go so something new can begin. That's the nature of the Death card, right? It's not necessarily comfortable. Transitions are always the chunkiest times in our lives, you know, but you're going to get through this. Now, let me tell you, with this Ace of Pentacles right here, this is a solid brand new beginning, something you can feel very confident investing in, and you can invest in yourself here. It's an investment in yourself, and it is something that is going to pay off. I always kind of describe it as the acorn that eventually becomes the mighty oak tree. I know it sounds corny, but it's a real deal. Now, I have the Ten of Pentacles here, which can feel like a windfall of money. It can be a raise in salary. It can be stability, financial stability, as well as like generational wealth, legacy wealth. You creating something, starting a business of your own, especially with that Emperor energy out there right here. Yep, and that is your card, Aries. The Emperor is Aries energy. I love it when you show up for yourself like that. You deserve it. Now, this right here is the Ten of Cups. Some of you may have been struggling in a family dynamic or in a marriage or in your home because you have kind of been pushed to your limit here. Whatever has been going on here behind the scenes, it may have you strapped for cash, and it may have you also a little emotionally overwhelmed. With this Tower energy here, again, more Scorpionic energy. This is someone who needs to make a change because you can't stay with things being the way that they are. With this Fool card right here, that's someone who is actually ready for a brand new beginning, and I believe in you. I want you to believe in you too. If this sounds like your reading, I bless you and I wish you tremendous abundance in your life, and I wish for you to have everything that you deserve and that you need. And I just pray that either this situation gets better or you get the heck out of Dodge, because I feel like there is a heavier and healthier destiny available for you on the other side of this. Yeah, I've got the Four of Wands right there. That adds to your stability that radiates from the inside out of you. Like I said, whoever you are highly admired for your gifts, your talents, your beauty, your attractiveness, your strength, you know. There's a lot of people who would buy what you want to sell. All right, that was your reading for this week, Aries. Thank you for letting me read for you. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you are so inclined. And if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, all that information is in the About section of our channel here. All right, next up we have Leo. Leos. I'm going to use this Star Power Tarot. Oh, kids, I just split the deck to the sun. That's your card, Leo. Nicely done showing up for you. I love it. And I have the Magician over here on the bottom of the deck and this Nine of... Oh, my goodness. All right, I got to stop and actually shuffle. So I feel like right now, Leo, you're about to step into a time period where things are really good. Things are really happening. And I feel like you have been happy for a while. That Sun card being your card, you know, Leo energy, but that is truly the happiest card in the deck. Right there. It's a card of healing. I feel like you've stepped into a time of abundance in your life. And if that's not the case, I feel like it's coming very quickly for you, like very quickly for you. I have this Queen of Wands energy, which is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, feminine energy. That's you in a nutshell. And I have this Magician energy here, which is, for me, Ophiuchus energy. Some people will say Aries. You decide. I don't care. This is someone who is very capable of making everything that they want, deserve, need, desire happen, and it feels like you help others as well. I feel like I'm reading for someone here who is very gifted, very kind, very wise, someone who gives to others without restriction. And I feel like the love that you give to other people here, Leo, really adds to your life. Whether it's financially or whether it's just emotionally, whatever it is you do, it helps others, and that you feel like a lot of love from others because of the love that you give to them. Nicely done. All right, let's look here. Okay. I'm feeling something coming. Some of you, I'm feeling you may have older children in your household, or older children that need a lot of support. Yes. Ooh, I feel like hold on. I don't mean to be high drama. Yes, this is why I'm feeling this way. I feel like you may be dealing with someone in your life. Doesn't necessarily have to be an adult child. It could just be someone, and this could even be your energy. So you just take it as it is. I'm just going to read the cards here. But I feel like you're dealing with someone that you've been waiting for them to make positive changes. They may deal with addiction. They may have anger issues. They may struggle with toxicities in their own life. And I think it bleeds out into yours. I think it creates a lot of emotional distortion for you. And you know that a change needs to happen, but you're not really sure what to do. I'm seeing someone that may have been arrested multiple times or have had situations in their lives that are caused by addiction or toxicity. And I feel like you've done everything you know to do, and you have a very good family or community group that you rely on that is very supportive to you and you're supportive to them. It feels like there's a lot of reciprocity between you and that group. However, it feels like there's one person in this dynamic that is really kind of causing a hitch in your giddy up. They could be a Sagittarius or a Scorpio or a Capricorn here. It doesn't necessarily have to be that. But it feels like this person doesn't have much of a plan for themselves. And it feels like they are always coming to you to find a solution. You may feel like you're always having to give to someone and they're not reciprocating. Okay. Now, this may be someone who needs to, and I don't mean to be bossy, and please don't think I'm being judgmental at all. I never would be, and I never could be. It feels like this may be someone who needs to investigate a program for themselves, maybe a rehabilitation program, or just somebody who needs to find a plan for themselves. And I think that I'm preaching to the choir here. I'm sure you know this already. But it feels like you're having to make a choice between continually supporting this person or investing in your own personal relationships, the ones that are positive, the ones that are fulfilling to you, because this person seems to be kind of sucking you dry. Although I do feel like you have a lot of love for this person. This person could also be another fire sign. It's kind of getting to the point, I think, where you feel like you may need to move. I'm serious. And again, this is not going to be for every single Leo out there. So it may resonate for you, it may not. If it doesn't really resonate for you, do check your moon sign or your rising sign, or maybe just a different reader for this week. I feel like you're getting to the point where you're saying, I can't wait for this person to change. And I can't stand to watch them do this any longer. This person is lacking. It feels like a codependent energy. All right, let me get another deck. I'm going to use this Superlunaris Tarot. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm going to use this Vice Versa Tarot. I don't know why. Here's the thing, Leo, I just feel like you have such a big heart, such a big and open heart. But here's the deal. You can't continue to take care of everyone forever and ever and ever. I have that Empress that comes out in the reverse. So the Empress takes care of everyone. They have a lot of responsibility on their shoulders, responsibility to an entire empire, right? You may have a lot of people that you deal with. I see someone who's like the principal of a school or the dean of a college, or I don't know, even just the head of household with lots of dependents or something. Someone who is running a lot of shows. And it feels like when you come out in the reverse like this, you're saying, I can't keep supporting something that is stripping me dry. I have this Temperance card out here again, and both times they're in the reverse, here and here. That's someone who says, this is dragging my life down. I feel out of balance here. There's no doubt that you have a huge heart, Leo. And I think that's what's gotten you into this situation in the first place. But you've seen what you need to see here. And this person that you're dealing with, while you've been waiting for the change to happen, there it is again, this person has some deceptive qualities. And a lot of times addiction can bring dishonesty with it. And I think you've had all that you can take, and you're going to have a conversation and tell this person the truth. I think this person hasn't been doing any changing, and you've been doing all the work for them. It's codependency is what I'm hearing. I feel like you're going to be trying to inspire this person to, I'm just taking out the repeats. First, you have to have a conversation with this person about the changes that need to be made. And I feel like it's going to be a healthy conversation. I think I'm feeling like somebody who says, I have to stop just giving money, throwing money at this situation. I have to stop just bailing this person out continually. This person may be very combative. They may get into arguments with other people. They may get themselves into high drama situations, which can also come with addiction. It feels like there's a choice here that has to be made. And I feel like you make ultimately the very perfect choice, Leo, because you seem very, very, very connected and very smart, but you do have such a big heart. It's like it just keeps flowing and flowing and flowing almost unendingly because you're so good to people, you know. But it feels like it's time to end this situation with that World card. It feels like it's time to let this person be on their own. And I don't know how you're going to do that. Because if this was a child of mine, I don't know how one would do that. But it feels like you've kind of been pushed to the limit here. And I don't know if this is a child for you or if this is someone else involved in your life. This is a rather specific reading, Leo. It feels like you've been procrastinating doing this for a while because of the love that you have for this person, the connection that you have for this person. Golly. You may be, oh boy, you could be dealing with someone who's in a position of authority where you work and they have kind of dropped the ball because of personal issues. You may have actually promoted this person and it didn't go the way that you had hoped. And I feel like you've been procrastinating making this decision for a while here. I see with this Hierophant in the reverse, this can be an ending of a contract or someone who simply doesn't commit to the same ideals that you need them to. It feels like this person's kind of at a standstill. And I feel like this reading isn't even about you, Leo. I'm so sorry that we just got hijacked here because quite honestly, from what I can tell of your energy, it seems very abundant, very flowing, very happy, very much in control of everything that belongs to your personal life. But I feel like there's someone who is coming in here and derailing you. And I don't think this is the first time. I don't think it's the second time or the third or the fourth. And I don't think it's going to be the last. You dig? So it feels like this may be a week where you have to have a difficult conversation with somebody and say, listen, I'm not going to continue to help you when you aren't willing to help yourself. I can't continue to just bleed myself dry energetically or financially or whatever the situation is over here. I'm going to either need to see some changes or I'm going to get the heck out of Dodge, basically. And it feels like you're making that choice this week. I can tell you your personal energy is very fluid and you have a lot of people who support you, not just in this choice that you're making, but also in other aspects of your life. I feel like I'm reading for someone who tries very hard to be very good to everyone as much as they can be, very giving, very generous, very loyal, and very loving. And I think that you're just kind of spent right now. And that's okay. It's all right for you to be spent. That was your reading for this week, Leo. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you are so inclined. And if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, all of that information is in the About section of our channel here. I wish you guys the very best week. I will see you soon. Next, we have Sagittarius. Sagittarius, I'm going to use this after tarot for you guys. The Death card on the bottom of the deck, Scorpionic energy. And I have the Moon card here when I split it, which is Cancerian energy. I'm going to leave those in there. Let's just see what you have coming out here, Sagittarius. Shoot. Okay. Oh my goodness, kids. I'm going to be really honest with you. These are, it feels like you're waiting on something to improve and you know it's going to improve. No problem. But I have somebody here, and I don't know if it's you or if it's in your, someone that you have on your mind. It feels like, okay, how do I say this? I feel like you right now aren't talking to a lot of people. You're kind of keeping yourself to yourself. I feel like you are quietly separating yourself from other people, and you're growing in this time of solitude. This hermit energy, a lot of people, when I read their cards for them, like, oh no, not the hermit, we don't want to be alone anymore. But the times that we spend in solitude are the times that we reconnect with our higher selves and with a higher power, right? And whoever you are, if that's what you're doing right now, it's a really good choice, because there's something about that solitude that's actually leveling you up energetically, emotionally, physically, mentally. It's good for you to take this time away. Okay. Some of you may have been a little bit overwhelmed. I'm hearing since September, and you maybe really needed a break. I see someone who's separating themselves from either one person or from a group of people and just taking some time to be quiet and still. I love it. I love quiet stillness, and I love solitude. Not everybody feels that way, but right now this is kind of the vibe that I'm seeing for you. Now, over here to this section. Wow. Okay. Good. Okay. Okay. I have to be honest. I was a little bit nervous because I have this Seven of Swords where I have somebody who is about to get caught in a situation, about to get caught in either some deception or some kind of a trap. And it feels like it's something that they aren't expecting. I've got that Page of Wands in the reverse, which can be an inflammatory situation. It can be someone who doesn't stay in their lane and gets wrapped up in some kind of drama. With this Two of Pentacles on its side and this Judgment on its side and this King of Swords on its side, this whole thing is a situation that feels like a powder keg that comes out of nowhere. And I don't love high drama readings, but I'm just going to read the cards the way that they are, because you know I'm going to tell you the truth, right? Right. All right. So I have this Star card on its side with this Four of Pentacles, and this is the After Tarot. So it kind of illustrates the moment after what you would see in a traditional Rider-Waite deck or a traditional tarot card deck. So this, it feels like someone feels like the noose kind of tightening around them. You may be worried about finances right now. In addition to this, you may be worried about some major changes that are coming up in your life, but this feels very specific to a relationship in your life, whether it's a love relationship, a friendship, a partnership in work or business. I don't know. I'm going to obviously do some digging, and I'm going to clarify with another deck. Now, I can tell you that ultimately this situation changes, and it feels like it takes until the end of next week for this to change. So I'm recording this on Sunday. Doesn't really matter when you listen to it, but it feels like this situation doesn't really improve until Friday or Saturday of next week. I don't know if this has something to do with your finances. I don't know if this has something to do with a relationship, but let me get another deck. What do we want to use? Yeah, I'm going to use this Rainbow Tarot. It feels like you might have a decision that needs to be made. I have that Two of Swords on the bottom of the deck. And the Death card again. Remember, that's one of the first cards I split it to. A change, and there's the World card there. And I was looking at this World card right here, and there's the Death card right there on another deck. I love reading your cards for you guys. It feels like you actually need to leave, and there's the Four of Swords. It feels like you need a break. You need to leave a situation behind here because it feels like it's about to blow up either in your face or someone else's face, and it feels like you get caught in the crossfire here, Sag. Now, I can tell you, this situation changes, and here's kind of the line of demarcation here. And whoever you are that I'm reading for, you are very you're very intelligent, but you're also very intuitive. And like some of you may be tarot readers of your own, like yourselves, or you are just just very psychically developed. There's something about you that knows the way that this situation is going to go down. It's like you can tell how it's all going to go before you even, holy free holies. I've got the Judgment card out there twice. And again, I've got this Seven of Swords out here again twice. A lot of repeats in here for you guys. And I'm not actually even using that deck. I love you guys. It feels like, I mean, I can see that you're separating yourself from this energy, and that feels like the right choice. It feels like you just keeping yourself to yourself is really the best thing you could ever do here, Saggy. Because I see like someone who's almost had some stagnancy in their life, and I don't know if it's because of a relationship. I don't know if it's because of something that you're doing, but there's been some kind of restriction or some kind of stagnancy for a while, and it feels like something's about to catch up to someone here. This could have something to do with a water sign in your life. Whoever you are, Sagittarius, I can tell that you have no interest in a high drama situation in your life. And so it feels almost like you need to cut someone else out in order to achieve that balance for yourself. Because I have this Two of Pentacles that was one of your first cards out. And that's someone who could be juggling more than one person at a time. And I don't know if that's you or the person that you're with or someone around you. It feels like a powder keg. Could have something to do with a Scorpio here. I also have Aquarius and Pisces and Gemini, incidentally. Now, I'll tell you, at the end of this spread, I have this Wheel of Fortune, which is one of your cards, Sagittarius. And it's in the upright position, and that tells me things are changing for the better. I also have the Lovers card out here with this Fool card and this Ace of Swords. Those of you who have been single for a long time, and this is me kind of like taking a little side trip over here. Those of you who have been single for a while, I feel like love is coming towards you, but it's going to require you to maybe let go of this. Have you been, you may have been recently involved with someone who has more than one person in their life. Please don't shoot the messenger. Here's the dealio too, though. You've got all this Empress energy out here. Whoever you are, you're really leveling up spiritually right now. And I'm feeling like once we enter into Pisces season, which is only a couple of weeks from now, you're going to really be feeling these energetic shifts in your life. I think you're going to be shocked and overwhelmed by how good your life looks all of a sudden, and the changes that are made just by this time of solitude, this practice of engaging with your higher self and engaging with a higher power. There's a lot of really positive change here. I've got that Fool energy there. And specific to this after tarot, this is my love bubble card, like someone who falls in love and they just don't care. They just don't care. They're in love. They don't care. I want that for you. Yes, I do. And I have a lot of positive changes here where you're making a choice for yourself to love someone else. And I've got this Ace of Swords out here twice. This is having all of a sudden, a very clear sight on your future, where it feels like it's a little muddy and a little murky over here right now. This feels like transitionary energy, but I feel like there is someone that either you are surrounding yourself with, and I mean, this could even be you. You just decide. And if this doesn't resonate for you, do check your moon sign and your rising sign readings. Those may be more applicable to your life this week, or you maybe try one of the other million billion readers that we have on YouTube, right? But if this does kind of feel like it's fitting the bill here, there is someone, whether it's you or another person, that I feel like hasn't been honest either about your relationship with them, or you haven't been, and I feel like it's about to catch up. If I were you, I'd stay home too. And I have the Lovers out here too. I'm just seeing all these repeat cards from all these decks that I have sitting upright that I've used for the other fire signs. With this Lovers energy, it's time for you to make a decision as to who you're going to align with. Is that something they say on Survivor or something, right? Alliances, yeah. But I really feel like this is alliance to you and to your true heart and what you truly deserve. I don't want you to be juggled by anyone. I don't want someone to not see your worth or your value. You may have been a little bit hoodwinked by someone, and this was something I was noticing about this particular Ace of Swords. I mean, it's literally hoodwinked. You may have been hoodwinked by someone's words or your feelings towards another person here. And I feel like it's about to change. I feel like as soon as you cut your energy off from this person, Sagittarius, that's when true love finds you. But I'm telling you, if you don't cut it off pretty darn quickly, yeah, it's not going to be easy necessarily. And there's the Lovers again. And I got the Devil coming out with that. Aren't these such similar energies though, right? And the King of Swords again, so many repeat cards, and the Wheel of Fortune literally on top of the Wheel of Fortune here. Aren't there a lot of similarities to this Devil card and this Lovers? You know, it's really about what you want for your life. You actually have divine, and I have this Seven of Swords. I see it. Okay. You may be divinely, like devoutly in love with someone here, Sagittarius, who simply isn't able to be with you because they're with another person. That's what I'm looking at here. And I think it's going to take a lot of your strength of will to take your energy away from this person. I think it's a good choice for you to. I don't want to boss you, but if it were me, and this is what I tell all my girlfriends or any clients of mine that come to me with these kind of questions, I say, block them, then delete it. Yep, that's how they disappear for forever. If that's what you need to do, you might need to do that. For some of you, this may be someone that you are employed by, and they may be just not doing what you need them to do as far as either your pay structure or like your job responsibilities, and they may have promised you and promised you and promised you that things were going to get better, and you're seeing that that simply isn't the case. It may be time to look for a new place to go. Now here is the problem, and this is probably why you're struggling so much to cut ties with this. I have this Death card out here twice, Scorpio energy, right? First of all, endings are never easy for anyone. It's just how it goes. But also I have this Emperor and this Empress energy out here. You may be truly, if this is a romantic situation, you may be truly in love with this person. This person may be like a divine counterpart to you. This person may truly have your heart. But I mean, and you can stay in this situation because, you know, we've got the Lovers out here 3 times. Nicely done. And now my right ear is ringing. So that sometimes is an indication of divine counterpart energy if I get tinnitus on one side or the other. Regardless of whether this person is your person or not, and you can stay and you can keep on keeping on here with someone who apparently looks to be juggling your feelings or your relationship with them. But I'm telling you, if you do, it's going to blow up. So says the cards. Like I said, this feels like a powder keg. Now, I feel like for most of you, because I said this is the line of demarcation, because we had that World card out there twice, which tells me that this is the ending of a cycle for you. You're saying no more to this. I don't want to do it anymore. I can't live like this anymore. I need something different. And look here, we've got this 3 of Swords both out here. Holy shit. Sorry about my language, but I have the 6 of Cups right under it, one right after the other. That's soulmate energy. And then look at this. I've got the 4 of Wands, which is divine counterpart energy. Well, first of all, you guys are really good. because I couldn't plan that. I could not possibly set that up. That's amazing. That Six of Cups is soulmate energy. I get it. I see why you are all wrapped up in this person. With this Four of Wands, I see it. I get it. You are so all about this person. But I'm telling you, somebody here is about to get caught in something. So if this is you, I encourage you to please, well, just think about whatever it is that you need to do. I think for a lot of you, like I said, with that line of demarcation, with that World card and that Three of Swords, not once but twice, I feel like it's time for an ending, and I think you're ready for that. I think you have healed enough within yourself, especially with taking this time away from this situation or this person. Some of you may need to move across the darn country. So I think a lot of you are going to make some changes to the way you run this show. But I'm telling you, if you don't, the show will be run for you, and it's going to look however it looks. So this is just a little PSA here for you, right, Sagittarius? Now, there is no way that that is going to resonate for every single Sagittarius out there. But if it does, just know that that's kind of what I'm seeing coming down the pipeline for you. Is it necessarily 100% accurate? I don't know. If this reading resonates for you, then probably. Right? But I do see a lot of positive changes coming in for you financially, as well as these choices that you're making for yourself towards the end of next week. I really do feel like it takes until like Friday or Saturday for these healthy, like positive feelings to kick in. Sometimes energy is just like that. It takes a little while. So just hang tight. And if you're trying to make a difficult decision, just keep on keeping on in that hermit mode, and I think it's all that clarity is going to come to you. The more you separate yourself from other people's opinions, other people's thoughts, and you really just center yourself with yourself and with whoever your God, your higher power is, the more clarity you're going to get. And always pray. You know, I always say that prayer is like finding your keys. You know, they're always the last place that you look. Oftentimes we don't pray until we are literally dropped down to our knees, you know, and then that's when all of the clarity comes in. That's when all of the solutions start flooding to us. What if we just did that first, you know, and just put the keys in the same key, on the same key rack or in the same key bowl, you know? Just a thought. Anyway, thanks for letting me read your cards for you, Sagittarius. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, all of that information to do so is in the About section of our channel. I will see you guys soon. Next up, we have Ophiuchus. Ophiuchus, I'm going to use this Dolly Tarot for you guys. This deck is so big. It's a great deck. It's based on the work of Salvador Dali. Super cool. But golly, if it's not just real huge, let's give ourselves some room here, shall we? Cool, cool. You got the Lovers on the bottom of the deck, Ophiuchus. Now, Sagittarius had the Lovers out 3 different times, so you may want to pop up there and check that out. The Lovers card is a card of choice, but it feels like it's a love relationship here. It can be relating to your love life, but it isn't always. The Lovers is when we have a choice, that means there's more than one option. And for me, the Lovers is an are you all in or are you all out kind of moment. You may have just started a new relationship with someone and you're not entirely sure what you think about it, what they think about you. There's a lot of potential there, but I feel like whoever you're involved with here, Ophiuchus, they don't show you their whole self. I feel like you've kind of put it all out there, put it all like, here is me, and this person kind of keeps themselves to themselves or a little bit restricted. Golly, it's causing you some anxiety and worry. Goodness, okay. So I have the Six of Cups that crosses this on top of this Nine of Swords. Nine of Swords can be about stress, worry, keeping you up late at night. And I'm not saying that you're just like crying yourself to sleep over this person, but I do feel like you're saying, look, I can't tell if you're my soulmate until you show me whether you're my soulmate or not. This feels like a new relationship. Something that you just started maybe within the last 2 weeks or the last month. Well, goodness, let's take it a little slower then. But I do see that it's causing you some anxiety because Okay, fair enough. I feel like I'm reading for someone who says, look, if you're not my person, just let me know and then I'll go find my person. Like, I feel like I'm reading for someone here who is very, first of all, self-confident, but also ready for love, ready for the right person. And you don't want to waste your time on people who are not your person any longer. I actually really love this. I think this may be a week, Ophiuchus, where you kind of put it all out there. And I'm almost seeing like someone with like a contract, like a draft of a contract saying, what do you think about this? And kind of pushing it across the table, you know? Interesting. Well, now, my goodness. On the bottom of the deck here, I have this Seven of Swords, which Sagittarius also had out multiple times. You might want to hop up there and watch that Saggy reading, right? Interesting. All right, I'm going to say this, and please don't shoot the messenger. I've got the Lovers out here on top of this deck, too. You may be also dealing with a Capricorn or a Scorpio, or both. Now, Ophiuchus, this isn't going to fit for everybody. And look here, I've got the Queen of Wands here. I guess we're going to use that deck to clarify since we already started. Some of you have entered into a new relationship because the person that you're actually interested in is not available. And I feel like some of you have not been telling the truth about it. And I think that, goodness, for some of you, this person is an Aquarius. And I have this Two of Pentacles, which Sagittarius also had too. Oh, it's all starting to become clear for me here, kids. No. So I feel like, golly, I feel like you think one of these people in this scenario, and it's almost like triangulating on my table here, is like your, like a divinely guided soulmate for you. And they might be, but there is some kind of deception here. And there's like a waiting energy, waiting to see, is this ever going to come through? And it feels like you are almost, I'm hearing the word dalliance, dallying with someone else over here because you can't be with this other person that you ultimately want to be with. Deep stuff, kids. I like it. All right, so I can just tell you here, Ophiuchus, that whoever you are, this is going to be a really great week for you where you feel very, well, you're probably very attractive and intelligent, all that stuff. But it just feels like a week where you're really in your element here as far as physical energy goes. People are very magnetized to you. They're very drawn to you. As we round out the month, I feel like you're going to be very busy. Some of you feel like you need to make healthier choices for yourself, and I would agree. Not saying that this other person over here isn't healthy, but if they're not available, then that means they're not healthy for you, right? It's not a healthy choice for you. Some of you feel like you have to align with another person in order to get over feelings that you have for another person, for this person over here. Some of you feel like it's starting to affect like a social grouping or a workplace dynamic. For some of you, this may be something that you experience in your workplace. Like I said, when we first started this reading, the Lovers card, which you've got out here twice, is all about choices and alliances. Goodness. Fascinating. Some of you have been through some financial struggles in the recent past. How's that going to go? Ugh. Oh my gosh. It's like it's like you can't really, like when it comes to your finances and work, like you couldn't possibly do any more. It's almost just like waiting for this to improve. It's almost like waiting for something to get better. Here's the deal with you. It is going to get better. Holy, so good. As far as work goes, whoever you are, Ophiuchus, it's about to improve dramatically. And if you own your own business, it's going to be extra 2 thumbs up. So that'd be like 4 thumbs up. I don't have that many. But it feels like it gets much better very quickly. But it's like just at the tipping point where you think nothing is ever going to change, nothing's ever going to get better. That's when it shifts into a more positive position. I'm looking at Thursday of this coming week or Friday as for things starting to improve. You may have a lot of people reaching out to you this week, Ophiuchus, wanting to work with you. Very good, especially if you own your own business. Now, a little bit back to this scenario, this situation. Yeah, we have a decision to be made with that 2 of Swords. This person, that person. One of them you love more than the other. And yes, again, with that 7 of Pentacles, you are legit gonna wait for this other person. And I feel like you, Ophiuchus, if this is not your reading, that's not such a bad thing. I feel like you almost string this other person along because this other person truly has your heart though. Right? I have the 2 of Pentacles here, which can be juggling more than one thing at once. You're very attracted to one of these people. And you're ready to go. Ready to go. And I feel like you're kind of devastated that this person isn't with you. Like there's this sadness, that like true sadness that you feel that you're without this person. The one that you really want over here. And this other person, yeah, hold on. This other person, I think, keeps themselves from really opening up to you because I think they can feel energetically that you're tied to this other person over here. I think they can feel it energetically, and I think that's why you're frustrated that they haven't showed you more of themselves. I think that's why you're frustrated. Remember how I was saying, like, you want this person to tell you, are you my soulmate or not? What's the deal? What's the situation, right? And I said it feels almost contractual. It feels like this is a great person. They could be earth sign energy here. But I feel like your heart is cut in half over here towards possibly a water sign, possibly a fire sign, well, or an Aquarius. Now, I can tell you neither one of these options is going to make your world go round. Only you can do that, right? I think that the best, well, let's not. Page of Cups again. This new relationship here could be a really solid relationship for you if your heart wasn't somewhere else. I mean, and the heart doesn't lie. Oh, kids. So you're just going to wait this out. You're going to procrastinate making a decision entirely. You're going to lean on this person over here to give you more the whole time, waiting on this other person. Man, this is like some Gossip Girl drama in my mind here, what I'm seeing here. I love it. This is not going to apply to all of you, Ophiuchus. This is rather specific. There may be parts of it that resonate for you, and some of you, this is not going to resonate at all. But this does look like a situation where your heart belongs to someone else, and you're kind of entertaining someone else to try to take your mind off this, and then kind of putting pressure on this other person to fulfill some kind of soulmate feeling for you here. Now, whoever you are, in addition to being highly intelligent and very good looking, which I see that you are, you're highly intuitive. Some of you may be tarot card readers yourselves. And again, some of you own your own businesses. Very intelligent people. And I feel like you kind of know how this whole thing is going to shake down. So it feels like you got a choice between two different people. King of Swords, King of Pentacles energy. We got water, we got earth sign energy, we have air sign energy. Doesn't have to be those zodiac signs, but two distinctly different energies. And it feels like they are right next to each other. For some of you, this has something to do with a workplace. And if I were you, I would take this time to go on vacation. You know that? I think the only issue here is that whoever you are, I feel like you're ready for love. It feels like you're ready to open your heart to another person. I sense the frustration over here. I sense that. But I think the right person for you will find you. And if they have to, they will break down your door to get to you. They'll drive all night to get to you. And so that tells me if this other person that you have on your mind isn't doing that, then they might not actually be your person. Yeah. I know, tough stuff. I know. I definitely have compassion for this situation. And the truth of the matter is, whoever you are all that in a bag of chips. I can tell by looking at your cards right here. You are very abundant. You are very, like I said, intelligent, attractive, and intuitive. Very strong, too. I think you've been through a lot, and I think you deserve to be with someone who wants to be with you. Right? Okay, that was your reading for this week, Ophiuchus. Thank you for letting me read your cards for you. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, you can. All that information is in the About section of our channel right over there, all right? Love to you all. Mwah. Thanks for letting me read for you. See you soon.